Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a project in Python. This is a to-do list. It's a pretty simple beginner project. It has if conditions, print functions, also a list, and also we're going to be using loops as well. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first step in this is you need to create a list. So you can do this by making a name, an equal sign, and you put these two square brackets. It's going to be an empty list at first. Next, we're going to have to make some options for the user. So the options in this case are going to be adding a task, removing a task, or you can view the to-do list, or you just exit the program. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to have to add a loop so that when the user is using this program, whenever he finishes an option, it will ask him again. So if he wants to continue using the program, we have to use a loop so that the options come in again and again until he wants to exit the program, sorry. So yeah, so we're going to use a while true loop. This is basically indefinite, it's gonna run forever. And you must also put the variable in this loop. So the selection variable, this is the variable that's gonna hold the user's choice. So to avoid any spelling errors, or like you put the wrong capital letter, you put a comma and accidentally, we're gonna instead of having him type out what he wants to do, we're gonna have him actually use numbers. So 1 for add task, 2 for check that list, 3 for moving a task, 4 for exit. And then our next option, actually wait, I forgot something. So yeah, let's just go through how to type this. So you put a while true and you put a little colon there, and then you basically start your loop. So you make a selection variable and you use integer because he's gonna input a number, and then he's gonna choose the number he wants. Okay, so next is coding the first option. So the first thing you need to do here is you need to make an if condition. So the if condition, basically we're gonna do it for the for the first choice. So if the selection is equal to 1, if you choose the first option, then I don't know what happened here. Okay, so the thing we need to do here is first we need to input the name of the task. So whatever he wants to name the task, we're gonna have a variable for it. So we're just gonna input the task, and then what we're gonna do with it is we're gonna basically use the append function. It's how you add a task to the list. So you put the list name, full stop, and then you use the append, and then in these brackets you put the exact name of your variable. And then we're gonna print this out just to let the user know that his task has been added to the list. The next is coding the next option. So this is viewing to-do list. It's pretty simple. You just need to use elif because we're making another if condition, and it's pretty simple process. You just, if it equals to 2, the selection variable, you just print the to-do list just for the user to view it. And next is the third option. Third option is to remove the thing. Remove the item from the list, the task. So what you need to do is you're gonna have to put another selection variable. So if the selection equals to option 3, which if we go back, option 3 is our remove or tick off tasks. So we're gonna go back to the slide. Yeah. So you're gonna have to basically put selection equals to 3. It shows that he's chosen 3, and when he does this, we're gonna put under what we're gonna do. So first you print out the to-do list so the user can see what he wants to remove. And then using the remove variable, we're gonna use this variable basically to enter the exact name of what he wants to remove. It has to be exact because if he puts like a tiny error while entering it, it's not really gonna work. So yeah, he just needs to input the exact name of task, and then we're gonna take this variable. We need to actually check that it's correct. So if this variable, the word or the task in this variable is actually in the to-do list, then we're gonna remove it. So you put the name of your list, you put a dot here, a full stop, and then you put in the name of the variable you're using. And if it's not on the list, then you just print out error, and it's gonna go back to the main menu just so he can try again. Then next is the final option. So the final option is just exiting the whole, basically just exiting this whole process. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You just need to use another elif, and what you need to do is you need to give the message. This is optional, you don't have to give him a message, but you can if you want, just so the person understands. So you print a little exiting message. You can put whatever you want here to inform him. And then we're going to use the break function. This just breaks the whole loop, and it stops the entire loop. So basically the main menu is not going to come anymore. He's exited the loop. Okay, now for the final checks or final touches. So there can be cases where the user might not give a correct number, like the number may not even be an option. So what we're going to do is, so an else condition will be used here. In case that he does not give a correct number, we can just print out an error, and it's gonna go back to the menu so we can try again. So this will just prevent the entire program from just giving an error message. Okay, so now the other checks is, we should also just make sure that all the conditions are inside the loop here. And something I forgot to mention earlier, you should put your to-do list function, put it just outside here, so while the program is running, the information is still saved here. So this is what the final product is. This is what I did. I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact same, but you can change the text, change the names, whatever. I mean, whatever is fine. It doesn't really matter what you put in the text, just as long as it conveys the right message. But yeah, if your code looks something like this, or if you found another way to do it, that's excellent. And yeah, just make sure there's no bugs. If there's a bug, you can try fixing it yourself, and yeah. And so you can test out each option, see for yourself. If you want to change something, you can. That's completely fine. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these. And thank you for watching. Have a good day.